In the name of God, in the name of without doubt is capable and voice, welcome to our own channel. I hope all of you be healthy and fine. Our slogan is Secret is Finder. Welcome to the second episode of Learning AutoCAD 2021. So let's start. When I am opening the AutoCAD, start drawing. If you were remembering, in the previous session, just we talk about how we can determine the units, how we can restrict our area, and also I explained the line, polyline, circle, and dimension. So first of all, when you are opening the AutoCAD, so the first thing that you should determine your units. So let me that I revise the previous session and then we will start our new session. So first of all, we have to determine our units. The shortcut of unit is UA, or also you can choose the units by format menu. Units, decimal, third place, we can choose centimeter or everything that you want. International or American. Now you know the purpose of these things, because in the previous session I just wisely get explain or information about all these things. And also you know direction, control. If you see the top title, you just know that what mean by direction. Okay, now it's okay. After determining of the units, we have to determine our limits, and also the shortcut of the limit is LIMITS, or also you can choose the draw limits in here by drawing limits. Then the first thing 0, 0, enter, then choose your limit. How we can see our restricted area? Just Z enter and A enter. Now you know the shortcut of the line is L, or also you can choose in here. We can draw the line in two purpose. One, when we want to draw line in a freehand, or we can say we want to draw the line by 90 degrees. So just on the F8 or auto. Now L enter. Now you see like this. Then we have polyline. The shortcut of the polyline is P8, is also freehand, and also we can as I told you that in VR we use polyline, and also you can get weight for polyline. For example, polyline in here I want to start the polyline. Then if we want to determine the weight for polyline, W enter. For example, we choose 8. You see, we can get it. And also we can get radius just by polyline. In here we want to start, then H enter and 20, and also 47. Now see, we can determine the polyline radius. So these all things belongs to our previous session, and also we are talk about the circle. The shortcut of circle is C, and we can draw the circle in different methods, by center radius, center diameter, by 2 point, 3 point, tangent radius, or tangent we can draw. Now in this episode we are going to talk about first of all the rectangle. Okay, the shortcut of rectangle is REC, and in here you can also get a value and draw the rectangle. For example, I get the 300, 400. Enter. It is a rectangle with a 300 and 400 dimensions. And also you can by freehand you can draw diameter. The shortcut of the you can draw the rectangle. The shortcut of the rectangle is a REC. Every dimension that you want, you can draw the rectangle. And also another thing that we have polygon. So the shortcut of the polygon is POL, or you can choose by here polygon. And here if you choose the polygon, in here we have to determine the number of sides for polygon. For example 4, 6. For example, I want to 8 sides for polygon. Enter. Then choose a point. In here you want to draw the polygon by sides or by environment or parameter. For example, if you click by side inscribing circle, you can draw like this. If you see, we have 8 sides. And also polygon, enter, for example this one, and by circumscribe or by parameter or by environment also you can draw the polygon like this. It's all about the polygon and rectangle. Then we have ellipse. Okay, we can draw also ellipse by 3 methods: by center to center, axis to end, or elliptical arc. Okay. Okay, now the first thing that we have is by center. How? You can also by volume you can draw, or by freehand you can draw. For example, like this. Then by axis and hand, and also by elliptical arc. For example, by arc we can draw a ellipse. If you see, like this. It's all about the ellipse, and the shortcut of the ellipse is EL. Okay. Then we have H, your hatch. In the AutoCAD, we need a lot the hatch. For example, for masonry, for when we have a project, for example, you suppose we have a rectangle in here, and in here also in every cutting place. For example, in here, here, we need column. Or for example, if suppose that in here, if you see, in here also we need column, in here also, in here also, in here also. So in every cutting place we need a column. So how we can show the column in a 2D? How we can show? We have some symbols for that. So in these symbols we show by hatch. For example, you suppose that we have a circle in here, we have a rectangle in here, we have a polygon, a 4 side in here. Now the shortcut of the hatch is H. Okay, the shortcut of the hatch is H. Now just H, enter. In here, if you see, we have different material for solid, hingle, RCC, concrete. If you see, for brick, for work of the brick, different type of brick. In here, if you see, it's just symbols of different materials. Dots, clay, cross, and also everything. Okay. For example, I choose this. Okay, just select your boundary. We need a closed boundary. It must be closed. Why? So okay. H, enter. For example, this. Okay, now you can also bring change in here. By layer you can change the color of it, and also by pattern you can choose solid, gradient, or pattern, everything that you need. Then transparency you can less or you can more in here. Then hingle you can set it, and different. For example, suppose that we have H, and here I choose, for example, the brick. like this. Okay, every material have different properties, but it must be bounded. For example, we choose this like this, and also we can bring also change in here. Yellow, bring angle we can change. You see, transparency we can change. Everything is called hatch. One thing that in here is left is arc. The shortcut of the arc is A. Okay, in here, and we can draw the arc with different options. For example, 3 point. The first thing that we have is 3 point. 1 point. We can have second point and 3 point in here. Then, if you see here, boy, start, center, end. Boy, start, center, and for example, end. Then, boy, start, center, angle. Boy, start, center, and angle. Then, boy, start, center, length. Start, center, and length. And also, boy, start in angle, start in direction, start in radius, and continue. The last arc that you draw, it continued that arc. For example, this, if you see, like this. So it's all about the arc. Then we have different options in here: move, copy, stretch, rotate, mirror, scale. These are the very important. Move, copy, stretch, rotate, mirror, scale, trim, fillet, and rectangular array. These 9 options is very important. So what is these are? We have a rectangle. If you see here, we have a rectangle. Then we have a circle, and then also we have a polygon. For example, in here. And we have a arc in here. Okay, now when we want to move the objects, for example, we want to move this rectangle, how we can by this option move, or the shortcut of this option is A. Select the object, and if you select the object, then enter or right click, then give every corner of it or every point, then move in every place that you want. For example, I want to move in here. Or for example, this object, just move, select the object, right click, and move it. If you want to move and copy the object also, MC. Now select. So it's the another option I will tell you. Then it's all about the move. For example, we have to move this object. Click and right click in here. Or for example, this option, move. Then we have copy. When we want to copy the object, the shortcut of the copy is as CO. Select the object and right click and copy the object. One copy, second, third copy, 4 copy, 5 copy, 6, in every place that you want, you can copy. One, we have move, that we can move the object like this, and then we have copy CO, that we can copy the object. Enter it, cancel the command. Then we have the stretch. For example, I select the object, then we can stretch. The shortcut of stretch is T. Stretch. We can stretch the object. So move, copy, and stretch done. Then we have rotate. For example, you want to rotate our object. For example, we have a rectangle. we want to rotate the object. Just the shortcut of rotate is RO. Or O enter, select the object and right click. Then in every place that you want, you can rotate the object. For example, I want to rotate this object for this corner. On F8 or ortho, you can by 90 degree you can rotate the object like this. Select the object in every place that you want. It's all about the rotate. Then we have mirror. For example, you suppose that we have this shape. So if you see in here, this triangle is not a one object. It is just a combination of three objects. It means line in here, line in here, line in here. How we change a different object for one object? We have an option block. The shortcut of block is B. Okay, first of all, select all of what is my goal? My goal or my purpose is that if you see, when we want to select this triangle, we have to select every part of this triangle that we click it, or we selected the triangles. I want to change this triangle in one object, that I click in every part of the triangle, it will automatically click all of the triangle. So how? By block. Just select all of them, then B, enter. In here the new page will open. Just give a name for him, for it, triangle for example, then OK, enter. You see it changed for one object. Okay, change for one object. Now what's a mirror? The shortcut of mirror is a MI. Mirror. Click the object, right click. Now you see, for example, in here you want to erase this your object or not. If yes, click, it will delete. Or if you don't want, mirror. If you don't want to delete also this, so click in here, right? For example, in here, or I want to get in here. Delete, no. It's all about the mirror. Then we have a scale. If you want to big or small this object, just scale, choose the object, right click. You can small or you can big it. Then another object that we have, another common that we have trim. So what's that trim? Trim and extend. First of all, we have trim. So how? For example, suppose that we have a rectangle in here and we have some lines. This line, for example, we have another line in here. We have another line in here, and we have another line in here, like this. In here, that lines that have intersection point, you can trim it or you can delete it. For example, I need just this part. I don't need this part and I want to delete this part. If I delete this, I click and delete, the all object will delete. So I don't want to delete all objects. Just I want to delete this portion and this portion. Just I need the middle of it. So how? Just click the trim or right T or not one enter, double enter. One enter, second enter. Then if you see, trim. If you see here, we cannot trim. Why? Because this line don't have any intersection. But now if you come in here, that if you come in here, this line have intersection. Now you can delete this. Okay, this line have intersection. Now you can delete it. Okay, this line have intersection. Now you can delete it. This line have intersection. You can delete it. Okay, so every point that have intersection, you can delete that. For example, see in here, this line have intersection, you can delete it. This line have intersection, you can delete it. It's called about trim. Then another command that we have extend. What is the function of extend? extend. So we will talk about the extend when we are starting the project. Okay, now another thing that we have a fillet in here. Fillet, chamfer or blend curve. What is this? For example, suppose that we have a line here, or also we have another line in here, also we have another line in here. Now I want to join this with this, this with this. Just enter F, select the object, select that object, you can join it. And also F enter this and this. Okay, and also chamfer also do like this, and blend curve also do like this. Then another important thing that we have a rectangular array, path array, and polar array. What's a rectangular array? For example, suppose that we have a circle in here. I want to have some circle in here, some circle in here, some circle in here, some circle in here. The usage of the array is in stairs, for making of the stairs. Okay, so just come and rectangular array, click, and then select the object. If you see in here, and also you can change the column, for example 7, change the row, for example 10, gap between these, and etc. Another thing that we have path array. For example, you suppose that we have a line in here, and we have a rectangular in here shape. Then I want to have rectangle in this direction, so we have to come in here and select path array, select the object, and select the curve, and how much you want to have in here you can choose. For example 3, and how much row you want, for example 3. If you see in here now, we have. And another, we have polar array. For example, you have a circle in here, and then you have a rectangle in here. Okay, now polar array, select the object that you want to write. It's all about the rectangular, path, and polar. It has a lot of usage. When you make fencing in your project or stairs, it will work, because we don't have any time that we step by step we do the same objects. So by polar you can do it very easy. Then we have erase. The shortcut of erase is E. You can select the object and you can erase it. Another thing that I want to say, that we have two type of the selection. One, we have cross selection, or it's called actually window selection, and another we have cross selection. Okay, what is different between this green and what is different between this blue? In green, if it touch one part of our object, it will automatically click all of the object. For example, it touch this part, it select all of them. But when we come up to left to right, this blue, if it touch one part of the object, it will not click all of the object. It must cover all the object to it select the object like this. It's different between right to left selection